We're going to work on what we call technique training. So you're going to have the chance to do this with an offensive player just walking into you and just giving you light contact while you practice those different principles. And as the offensive player attacks, I end up taking the charge, and the only difference is as I take the charge, I'm not going to get both cheeks down. All the other principles are the same, but I'm going to land more on one cheek than the other. So the player hits me, and I land, both feet come up, and I roll back.
So this is one of those little things that's a big difference. Remember, we're teaching you how to foul, but we just don't want to make it look like a foul. So when DJ came out, and here's a big guy, your tendency is to initiate the contact as a defensive player, but to a ref, that looks like you've done something wrong. So what we want you to teach is keep it tight to the body, parallel to the body. So now, DJ, if you know that you can get it in here and keep it firm, you literally can take a shot, like pretty hard. Like if anybody hits you in a basketball game like that, that'd be an automatic foul, right? So you've got to get comfortable and confident knowing that I can get my hand here, I can take a hit from a 6'8", 7-foot player barreling down the paint, but I know that I'm protected. As soon as you have that aha moment of feeling this, then you'll be able to jump in and take charges quite frequently, right? So that forearm. So let's go back into space.
Walking, drop down, and then bounce back up again. You can just pull them back up again each time. So let's take that again, and you were able to turn that 4-foot fall into probably a 2-foot fall. So see if you can drop your butt even further, so when you get that contact, it's just a 4-inch fall, and then you're rolling. So you're not falling, you're rolling. So like Dennis Rodman, one of the best charge takers of all time, often he rolled and went all the way back. It was a full somersault, and he was back in the standing position because he rolled so well. So see if you can change that fall into a roll. Here, lower, keep that firm, friendly forearm, roll back, and help him back up again. And just make sure, as Safu mentioned earlier, keep that firm forearm. That time it was a little jellyfish-like. You want to keep it more like a brick wall. Let's take that a third time. Here it comes, lower, and back up again. So that's our level 1 charge on a penetration. Now let's take a look at it, and this is going to require a big direction change on your part as you're sliding with the offensive player, but let's take a look at it if you force him into a spin dribble. So you cut off his attack. As a good defender, you always want to chest the ball when they attempt to penetrate. So you get your chest in front of the ball, or it looks like you have your chest in front of the ball. He direction changes, and you take a big slide step into the direction of his penetration, and you're going to meet him there and actually beat him to that spot. Now this doesn't require quickness as much as it requires anticipation. So you don't have to be lightning fast to take a charge, but it does require anticipation. So if he attacks, you can come at me, and he spins, and I can meet him where he's turning into and get in front of his direction of penetration. Then I can be in a position to then fall with both cheeks, and I can fall in that direction of penetration. You're going to slide, cut off that lane, cut off that drive line, and then slide all the way back. So here we go. Just take it really slowly, cuts it off, and now slide all the way back, get the forearm out, 4-inch fall. There you go. So we'll take it again. He was still 2 or 3 feet high. So take that 4-foot fall and drop it down to the 4-inch fall. Here we go. Chest the ball, slide back, and there it is. And what's one principle he can remember? Get those feet all the way up so you're rolling. Want to get those feet all the way up each and every time. We're going to imagine that when I hit the 3-point line, I'm hitting each one of you. So the closer I get to the 3-point line, the lower and wider you're going to get. So you could be single wide, double wide. You're going to get triple wide in a defensive and athletic stance to take this charge. Here we go. So I'm coming at you, working on our technique training. I'm getting closer to you, butt gets lower, charge. Feet go up, roll out, back up again. Let's take it again, but this time, let's add the sound as well. Notify the referee that you're taking the charge. Here we go. Lower, charge. And back up again.
But Armani, so your tendency, and some of you guys are doing the same thing, boom, hand down. All right, so this is the habit that you've got to switch. Okay, because that's a broken wrist, that's a broken arm, that just hurts. So Armani, for you, if you're going to bring the right arm up, then bring the left arm up just to protect yourself. Okay, that's gonna help it a lot. Let's go again. The closer the lower, you're trying to 4-inch fall. So the closer, the lower, the closer the lower, time it, boom, and back up. Good. Let's get dynamic now. I'm gonna penetrate to the right. You guys are gonna imagine, so I'm penetrating on Caleb to the right. You're gonna take 2 slides, and then you're gonna jump on an angle. So you remember we said you have to fall in the direction of the contact. So if I'm penetrating on an angle, you've got to get your body in front, your chest on my line of attack, and fall in that direction. Okay, so the closer the lower, friendly but firm forearm. Fall in the direction of the penetration. Okay, so let's connect all those 3 things. So here we go. I'm the live dribbler. All right, if I move this way, you guys move this way. Be dynamic. All right, I'm coming this way. 1, 2, oh. Good. Now freeze, freeze, freeze. All right? So DJ, which way am I penetrating? Which way am I penetrating? Am I penetrating on a straight line towards the basket or an angle? Angle, and look where you're falling. All right, so right there, that looks like you didn't take the contact. So that's why you've got to sell it on the angle. All right, let's bounce back up. There's nothing in the rules that say that your feet have to be stationary. I know this is a common perception of what needs to take place, but officials will give you the charge call even if your feet are moving, as long as you are there early to absorb and take the contact. So it's a part of salesmanship. A lot of people say, oh, his feet were moving. Throw that out the window. That's not what charge taking is all about. Is can you sell it? Can you be there? Can you anticipate? So let's give this a try. All right. So I'm backpedaling, you're guarding me. You're guarding the ball hard. I come at you, you're guarding the ball hard. So here we go. Boom. Change direction. Get in front. All right. Freeze. Good. So Caleb, talk to me. Where do you need to be? Yeah. Boom. Let's go back up. All right. So at PGC, guys, we call this the line of attack. You've got to find a way to get on the penetrator's line of attack. So this is a great example. I came through. He got on my line of attack to get me to change direction. On my change of direction now, if I'm penetrating an angle this way or an angle that way, you've got to find a way to get your body on the line of attack. Let me show you one little thing that'll help you. This is why I love the friendly forearm. So Caleb penetrates this way. Boom. I cut him off this way. As he goes this way, there's going to be times when you're going to be late. That's okay. Remember, you don't have to be there. You just have to sell it to the official that you were there. And so the friendly forearm comes as Caleb turns direction. I'm recovering. I get to use my friendly forearm. So I'm not going on a hand check because that's refereeing 101. You want to avoid the hand check. But I'm using my forearm and I show my palms to the official so it doesn't look as much like a foul. As Caleb penetrates now, I use my forearm as a lever. Okay, and what the lever does is as he penetrates this way, the lever allows me to push my body and get my body around. Let's try, I'll demonstrate. Okay, this is something you gotta just start experiment with and practice and pick up. Trying to take charge, so Caleb, you're gonna be on offense. All right, so he penetrates this way. I'm coming through, I skirmish, he turns back. Right here, I'm trying to recover. I go friendly forearm, not a hand check. Show my palms up, and as he's penetrating this way, now I use my forearm to throw me around so it looks like I got there to get the contact. All right, let's try it. This is our last repetition. Let's make it a good repetition. 1, 2, snap back, take it. Oh. Very good, very good, very good.